Good evening, everyone, and welcome to McStabber Studios and to our presentation tonight of A Dirty World, Velvet Curtains. In the system by Greg, I hope I pronounce it right, Stoltz, and if not, I'm sure I'll get a tweet about it.
Stoltzy.
Stoltzy, see. I followed the guy for years. I read his books, I just didn't know how to pronounce his name, so anyway, I will be the storyteller for tonight, and here is our cast of characters.
I'm Relyn Dare, and I am playing Lola Moore, a widowed singer in a nightclub.
I'm Chops, and I'm going to be playing Cormac McFarlane, and I serve coffee down at the local diner. That's all you need to know about that.
Detective Oz Abernathy. My day's about to get a hell of a lot worse.
That's all we get about Oz? My name's Oz. Mature content warning. There will be scenes, especially one coming up, that could be triggering or emotionally challenging to some people. So please use some discretion there. If it's too much, if something bothers you, please mute the stream, step away. If you need to talk about it, we have people on our Discord channel. We have people in the chat here tonight. So, please do that, but take care of yourself. We're playing a game, but this is 1930s gritty film noir, and they can be a little dark. Right? Everyone, are we ready? Everybody good? Right. Scene opens on a young lady, brunette, dressed nicely and somewhat conservatively. Small handbag, about 22 years old, attractive. Walking down the hallway of an apartment complex. She's looking at a piece of paper in her hand, and she comes to a door marked 22. Knocks on the door. No one answered. She knocks again, and the knob opens, and Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. She steps inside. The door closes. There's a muffled sound. Sounds of a struggle. And we're going to cut away to a nightclub where Lola has just finished a song and she's sitting in the back room. What's happening for you, Lola?
I'm enjoying a cup of hot tea. Good for the vocal cords. And set's pretty much finished for the night. Just starting to work on changing out. I'm picking out what I'm going to change into because I don't generally wear the performance clothes out on the street. And I'm tired. I'm really tired. And I can't wait to get these shoes off my feet.
You hear a knock on the door. Just a light rap.
I set my cup down. Get up, walk over to the door. Before I open it, I say, "Who is it?"
It's Minnie.
I open the door.
There's
Come on in.
Woman. There's a young woman. Works at the club. Hey, Sam's gone. Sam's not here, and the cops just came in and took Danny.
What is going on, Minnie?
I don't know, but the cops came in and grabbed him and dragged him out.
Oh my goodness. All right. Sam's gone. They took Danny. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And tears are just rolling down her face.
You didn't hear them say anything?
They did. One of them, a sergeant, he gave me this, and she hands you a card. He didn't say anything. He just kind of slipped it to me as they were headed out the door.
Okay, I'll look at the card. What does it say?
It's a card for a private detective named Oz.
Put the card in my bra, in my brassiere, and pat Minnie on the shoulder and say, "Thank you. Thank you for telling me, honey. I'll I'll take care of it.
I don't know what to do. Sam's going to be so mad.
I'll handle Sam. You know I can. Go to Johnny at the bar. Tell him to give you something to calm your nerves.
Okay, but your next song's in 10 minutes.
No, it's not. The set is finished.
Okay.
Have Angela cover. She can do a number.
Okay. She shakes. She's shaking as she walks away. Leaves the door hanging open.
Okay. I've made a mental note of the address on the card. I don't even bother changing. I grab my purse, put on my fur, and I head out the back door.
The address for this place is, of course, on the seedier side of Chicago. You know, where the cheaper rent is.
I did catch a cab to get there.
Pulls up out front. There's a few people milling around. Definitely don't look like the kind of people you want to see, and you're dressed a little nice, so you get their attention as you step out of the cab.
I just give him a coy grin and walk right into the office.
And you, of course, get the whistles as you walk in.
Yeah. So I walk into the office.
You walk up, and at first you're not sure if the place is open or not. The lights are pretty dim.
I check the handle.
Unlocked. There's nobody sitting at the front desk.
I will rap on the door and then open it.
Okay. Oz, you hear somebody knocking at the outer door. Dot's gone home for the evening. It's a little late at night.
Come back tomorrow.
No.
Why not?
I have something important for you.
And I need to sleep.
Not my problem.
Are you just going to stand out there all night?
Are you inviting me into your office?
Are you going to keep asking me questions?
Are you going to keep... Hang on. That broke me. I might. Possibly. And I
Fine,
shut the
come-
door
come-
behind me and I walk into his office.
So, Oz, what was going on before you were so rudely disturbed this evening? What were you doing?
I was just sitting, like, reading the paper, doing nothing. Well, I usually meet by appointment.
I understand. A sergeant gave one of the workers at the club I'm at this card, and I lay it down on the table, on the desk. Sam
I'm
O'Sullivan's son has been arrested.
And of course,
Why is
Oz,
that
you
my
know
problem?
you know who Sam is. You know him. He's definitely not on the shiny side of things in town.
Sergeant told us to contact you.
With all due respect, ma'am, that sounds like a good thing. Why am I being brought into this?
Something's going on. Sam's gone. His son's now arrested. We need to look into something.
I'm still not seeing why two mobsters getting arrested or disappearing is really any of my concern.
Oh, I'm sure you would be paid very well if you find out a solution.
And you hear the outer door close, Oz, and you hear footsteps. Two sets of them. The dim light from the outer office puts a reflection on the glass, and it's definitely two guys, boots, fedoras.
They'd only be coming to my office, correct?
Yep.
There's not other.
Nope, they've walked through your front door and they're headed to your second door that leads to your office directly.
Are you expecting company?
No, I thought you might be.
I am not. Best, get back here. Hide. Go now. Quicker. Come on. Come up.
I go and step into a coat closet.
The door opens and you feel a pain in the pit of your gut, Oz. You're not sure if it's just because of who walked in the door or it's residuals from the last time you ran into him. It's Mac, also known as 10 Bricks. They call him that because he's a former boxer. Last time you saw him, he landed a good one right in your stomach.
Probably about as smart as 10 Bricks too.
You might not want to say it to his face, but definitely that's how you'd sum it up.
Mac, is he in? Sorry.
Oh yeah, he stepped inside the doorway. The guy with him, you don't know. He's definitely a smaller guy, but he's got his hand on something inside of his coat.
Mac, I'm sorry. I just turned someone away 10 minutes ago. They didn't have an appointment. I'm really swamped right now. Things are going. Can I see you in the morning?
Well, it's not like I'm here on a social visit, Oz. I'm looking
I mean,
for.
If
I'm
you're
looking
here on
for
business, an appointment is usually for business, if that's the case.
And he takes 2 steps towards your desk and pops his knuckles. Do we need to have a rematch of last time, Oz? Yes, Lola.
I am totally eavesdropping on this conversation.
Oh, absolutely. I assumed you were.
No, my face is very well acquainted with her fists. I don't think they need to be reintroduced.
Well, then maybe you can tell me, who was it that came to visit you?
I get lonely, Mac. Single guy, Windy City. Just some company.
Yeah, well, must be on the low rent.
Beggars can't be choosers.
So, do you know Lola Moore? I know you don't really hit the good nightclubs, but
Is that canary down at the one you frequent?
yeah. Yeah, she's gone missing, and
No, don't know her. Sorry.
Sam wanted us to find her.
Haven't seen her.
Well, that's kind of
Blonde?
funny because a couple
Blonde,
of
right?
guys outside described her perfectly as walking in the front door. Do I need to help you with your memory a little bit, Oz?
No, I think that would probably do the opposite if you hit me in my brain.
Oh, I'm not going to go for your pretty little face, Oz. Figured we'd tenderize that gut a little bit. You still coughing up blood?
No, stopped yesterday.
Oh, that's a new record. 10 weeks. Maybe I can go for 20. Where'd she go, Oz?
It's just a coincidence. If the dame I brought by here happened to look like this, Lola, strictly a coincidence.
And he walks over and puts his hand on your shoulder and grips it a little tight. And,
Mm,
well, if you happen to run across her, let Sam know. He's a little bit concerned.
Where can I find Sam? Down at the club?
That'd be a good place to start. I know. Sid, don't forget. And he hauls back and gives you a punch in the gut. Not at his full strength. You know what that feels like, but it's enough to bend you over. Denny, come on, out.
Mm.
And they turn and leave, and he stops at the doorway and goes,
Nice to see you, Mac. Always a pleasure.
Right? And they head out the front.
Once I hear the front door close and no more footsteps in the office, I step out of the closet. Sam is not at the club. Thank you for covering for me.
Yeah, well, wasn't the first time he's roughed me up.
Well, I don't know what's going on because Sam wasn't there. Minnie came to me freaking out. She's one of the wait staff there. Handed me this card, said that the sergeant gave it to her, and that Danny was arrested, taken out by the cops. And now Sam wants to track me down? It's not like I'm hard to find. I work in his damn club. Hell, half the time I'm in his bed. Why do I think somebody's trying to fucking set me up?
You're getting way ahead of yourself here. But lucky for you, I'm the vindictive kind, and I don't like getting punched.
I can't imagine so.
And if the sergeant, even through a third party, recommended me on preliminary terms, I'll look into things.
Thank you.
I don't do it for thanks.
I know. I know. I've got a little bit saved. I'll be able to pay you myself if I need to.
That can be arranged later. Do you need to stay here tonight?
Well, let's see. My boss is after me now. I thought we were good. No, I've got somewhere I can go.
Well, good. I have some more questions for you then, so sit down.
Okay. And I do. Lola sits down in the chair, crosses her legs, leans on the arm. Shoot.
Sits on the edge of the desk. If Sam doesn't want you dead, who have you pissed off?
Honestly, I don't know of anyone that I would have intentionally pissed off at all, and even inadvertently pissed off.
No enemies?
Oh, I'm sure there's people out there that don't like me, but none that I can think of off the top of my head.
Do I believe her?
Totally up to you. You want to debate it out with her? That's fine. If you guys want to roll for it, that's fine.
I think it'd be. I want to see if she's lying.
All right. So this is going to be our first contested roll in a new system. Dun dun dun. We're doing a lie here, and I'm new to this system, so bear with me.
Would mine be persuasion and deceit?
I think persuasion and deceit fits very well. And what are you going to contest that with, my good friend Dan? Pardon me, Oz.
Would it be? So, question for the identity and the quality. They don't need to be the quality doesn't need to be in the same category as the identity, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay, then I'm thinking understanding and observation.
That is funny because that is exactly what I was looking at. Awesome. Hey, we may get this system down after all. I love it. All right, so go ahead and roll them out there. And we're going to go with height on this because I don't think it's a speed thing. So we're going to go by the
Okay.
height of it. So
Great.
now the width will matter, but Lola, what's your
Yeah.
height?
7.
Oz?
7 as well.
All right, what's your width?
3.
How many? You can't tell. You're not sure. She's a little snarky, but hard to tell.
Look, I sing in a nightclub and I'm sleeping with a mob boss. I'm sure there's some people that don't like me. But I haven't intentionally tried to piss anyone off. I'm just doing what I have to survive and to take care of what's important to me.
Who do you know that might have a gripe with Danny?
His sister.
Well,
And hell, both of them might have a gripe with me for banging their dad.
where's the mother fall into this?
Sam's been married and divorced so much. I don't even know how involved she may be.
You got nothing for me?
I'm giving you what I've been given.
No. I might know someone who has a little more information. Go get a bite.
Okay.
We'll head out.
I'm going to put you guys on hold. Well, Mac, you're working late. You know, it's pretty well cleared out, but it's an all-night diner, so, you know, when the door opens and in walks a good-looking blue-eyed man dressed nicely. You know Jack. You know Jack for a good friend. But something's off. Something in his eyes that doesn't look right. He's never been the nervous kind, but hands are shaking as he sits down and looks up at you. Mac, I'm gonna... Give me a coffee with a little extra, will you?
Yeah, sure thing, Jackie, but you look like death. What happened?
He takes the drink and his hand shakes. He takes 2 hands to hold it steady as he puts it to his mouth. He downs the whole thing and says, a little less coffee, a little more sweetener.
Sure thing, Jackie. Watch it with this stuff, though, all right? Now, what's got
Yes,
into you?
okay.
What's the matter?
I saw a little too much tonight. I was following this dame and I heard a lot of noise and just kind of hung around a bit and I saw somebody run out and went to check in the room. And I think I saw
Yeah.
somebody kill somebody, Mac.
Shit. Well, they didn't see you, right?
I don't know if anybody saw me, but then I went looking for the guy that ran out, and he ran to one of the nightclubs, and I took off. It was one of Sullivan's clubs.
Yeah. down on the block, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know the one. But look. You got someplace you staying in town, or?
I think I gotta get out of town, Mac, but I'm broke.
Shit. Look, Jackie, you
He
know I
holds
ain't
up
got
as he
nothing.
pulls up the next part of the drink. You see a little bit of blood on his hand.
Shit, Jack, what the hell happened? You bleeding?
And that's not my blood, Mac. That's hers.
What do you mean it's hers?
I was trying to see if she was. Hey,
Oh shit. All right, Jack. Look, I gotta finish the shift. All right, but you know my place. You know Ma. Why don't you go lay low there for a little while, huh? We'll get you some cash. We'll get you somewhere where they ain't gonna find you. Maybe they'll even catch the guys. You know.
all right.
But go clean up. You can't be out here with the customers. Come on.
I saw 10 bricks going around with Vinny.
No. He's in the big house. He's in the big house for a long time. There ain't no way you've seen him.
I know it was him. I know it was him, Mac.
All right. Well.
Look,
Hell.
I'll go.
All
I'll
right.
go check.
Well, look,
I'll go check on you. I'll
okay,
go check on your ma.
cleaned up.
But then I gotta go. You didn't see me, all right?
Yeah. All right. No, Jack. Yeah, you know I wouldn't tell no. Just keep safe. All right.
All right, all right. And he gets up and makes his way out the door. Kind of walks into the door. Didn't get the handle and open it in time. Up a little bit and heads out.
I guess I'll wipe down the bar where he was sitting and get things cleaned up. But I'm watching over my shoulder all night.
I'll get back to Oz and Lola. Where are you guys headed?
We're headed to the diner, but as we're walking, I said, "Tell me more about Minnie. What's she to you?"
She's a young girl, early 20s, maybe 22. She's sweet.
Why would the sergeant have given her my card?
Because she was probably nearby when they took Danny out. I mean, I
Danny was
don't know.
arrested. Danny was arrested in the club.
Hmm. I was in the back. I just finished a set.
Do you recall anyone else
I
in the
didn't
club
see
at
it.
that time?
I didn't see it happen. I mean, we
Who-
had people in there. I was performing, but when I'm performing, I'm looking at the crowd, not really looking at the periphery that much.
Who else would have known Danny was there at that time?
If Sam was there, he would have known.
You just said Sam wasn't there.
He wasn't, by what Minnie said, that Sam was gone. As far as I knew, when I came in tonight, Sam was there because I saw him myself. But then Minnie said he was gone and that Danny got arrested.
Any idea where? Violet? No. What was the daughter's name?
Velvet.
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 Where she was? Where she frequents?
No, I don't really keep up with his kids like that. I've got too much worrying of my own to do. I mean, they're grown people. Her and Minnie are about the same age, and Danny's a little bit older.
It's not really a tight-knit family.
Well, Sam and I aren't married. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
you familiar with 10 Bricks?
Storyteller, do I know that name?
You don't know him as 10 Bricks.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Mac?
Mac Townsend. That name rings a bell.
Yes.
He does some work for Sam
For
once in a
Sam.
while.
Hmm. Yeah,
He's a problem solver.
yeah, he's a he takes care of Sam's problems from time to time.
Well, apparently you're one of those problems.
Exactly. And if Mac's looking for me, well, needless to say, I don't want him to find me.
So again, is this on Sam's orders or someone else's orders?
That's a question I can't answer.
Let's say by this point you make it to the diner.
Ding, ding, ding.
The bell's on the door.
Excellent.
Give a little nod if Cormac's tending bar.
And Lola gives him a warm smile.
I'll take a booth like near the most innocuous booth.
Okay. There's one in the back, kind of a dark corner.
Before, as we're passing, said, preferably no one near us, Cormac.
Got it, boss. Get you anything else when you're sitting there, or you're just gonna sit?
2 egg creams. What do you have?
Coffee, black.
2 egg creams and a coffee.
You got it. I'll make those up and bring them down to the table.
In case anyone asks, I wasn't here.
Anything, Dollface.
Thank you, darling.
As we eat, drinks our coffee, just kind of keeping silent, and I'm going to wait around for Cormac to come back.
Okay.
When I come back, I'm gonna put my hands up on the table a little bit and lean forward. Hey, Cormac, Oz, what you got this doll face here for, huh? I didn't know you were going for the fancy ones like this.
Mac was looking for
her. Now, Oz, he's in the big house, isn't he? What do you mean he found her?
Well, unless he has a secret twin that punched me and roughed me up a few times 10 weeks ago, he's been out.
Sam got him out.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, if there's anything else you need. Oh, he paid you a visit, huh?
What's he got on you?
He ain't got nothing on me, lady. Besides, mind your business. I'm talking to Oz.
Mac's a scary guy.
I know.
Look, scary or not, if you need anything, just call for me. I don't want anything to do with this, Oz.
You know what I need, Cormac. What have you been hearing?
I ain't heard nothing, Oz. I ain't heard nothing. And besides, even if I did, you think I'm going to tell you?
Everything was perfectly normal until about 2 hours ago. I was dating Sam, singing in his club. And then all of a sudden, his boy Danny gets arrested, and now Sam wants Mac to find me.
Just announce it to the whole world, why don't you?
I'm doing it to him.
Car pulls up outside.
Look, this is fine and good, but I'm going to have other customers, so you take care of this yourself. This isn't my problem.
It wasn't my problem. Now it is. Now it's yours. That's how this works.
The door opens and 2 uniformed officers walk. One of them you're not super familiar with. The other one you know. Police Sergeant Nick Lads.
Hey there, Sergeant. Can I get you boys anything?
Not a social call, Mac, but you know what? It's kind of late. I could use a coffee, if you don't mind.
You're
Yeah,
the
no
third
problem.
person.
You want that black?
Yeah.
Does it look like they're coming towards us?
They've just stepped in the doorway. They can't see you from where they're at.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And Lola intentionally has her head down a little bit, leaned over her coffee.
Why don't you fellas come up here to the counter, huh?
Well, Mac, you had any visitors in here this evening?
Ain't a soul. Been quiet. Just a
Um,
couple of usuals.
How about your buddy Oz?
Oz? He ain't no buddy of mine. What do you mean?
Come on. Have you seen Oz?
Look, officer, I ain't got nothing for you. Oz ain't here. He ain't here. What can I do? I ain't seen the fella in what?
The other officer with him taps him on the shoulder and, "What, Louis?" He turns his head and looks to the back. We'll talk about this later, Cormac. We'll also talk
Yeah.
about some questions I've had from a recent bookie regarding
What?
somebody who's
You know
been
I'm
betting.
clean.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about some bets being handled and by a certain man in a diner. We'll talk about that.
You got nothing you can pin on me. I ain't done nothing. I've been staying clean.
He just ignores you and walks to the back. Oz?
Do you have an appointment?
He just chuckles. Come on, man. Is this must be Lola? Are you Miss Lola Moore?
I look at Louie and say, Louie, how
He
are you,
blushes.
sweetie?
He blushes a little bit. And Nick looks over at him. Looks back over and Louis goes, "Yeah, that's her."
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Miss Moore, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come with us.
On what grounds?
Well, ma'am, on the grounds that we found the body of a young lady in your apartment.
Well, that's very interesting considering I was at the copper mine.
That's why we're just coming to you now. We've already questioned a couple of people of interest, and we just thought you might want to know about the body in your
I
apartment,
do.
ma'am. You don't seem a little surprised.
No, it's been a definitely interesting night. I'll be happy to join you.
Lola, why don't you go with Louis? I have some questions for Sergeant Ladd here.
Sure.
Louis, hands to yourself.
Now, Louie, that'll be for me to decide. And I put my hand in his arms and we walk out.
All right. And Louis will escort
they
you
walk.
out to the car.
He is dizzy for that dame.
He's dizzy for any dame. And he sits down and, "Look, I'm sorry I had to come in here, but we've got to take her in."
I don't think she did it.
Now, obviously, I don't think she did either, Oz, but I mean, you're mixed up in this now. Sam O'Sullivan.
She doesn't think it is.
No, you don't understand me. Sam's daughter.
The body?
Yeah. And I really shouldn't have this. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a piece of paper and he goes, "Don't touch it." He lays it down on the table. And it's a note. And it says,
I take like a clean fork and just kind of
All right.
unfurl it.
It says, "Velvet Sweetie, I'd love to meet you for dinner this evening. Meet me at Lola's. Love, Dad." mean, you got to admit, she's found dead in Lola's apartment. Lola's not there. Dad wants to meet her. I mean,
The only doesn't sound like they're very amiable. Why the hell would Velvet agree to meet there and a woman she could much less care to acknowledge exists?
why do you think we're talking to Lola? Somebody has to know something. There, look, we've got no eyewitnesses. We've got a couple of neighbors that say they heard a struggle.
It's fine.
Look,
It's
Oz,
fine.
you didn't get this from me.
Never do.
Oz. She was completely undressed. The bedclothes were rumpled. I don't know how to say this.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
They found a syringe in her arm. And the blood, Oz. Let's just say she was innocent.
All right. Assuming you're the one who gave the card to that young waitress.
I mean, look, Danny's had his problems, but it's his sister. I mean, come on. And of course, he swears he didn't have anything to do with it. He was at the club all night. And, you know, they're going to ask questions, but I'll tell you, right now, this is a chance to get Sam O'Sullivan and his son. Who do you think they're looking at?
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm as happy to get Sam off the street as anybody. But you know me. I'm straight.
I know. I trust you, Nick. But I got a card deck full of patsies here, and no one's sticking out yet.
You want me
If
to
you weren't
arrest you?
telling me, if you weren't telling me, who should I go talk to first?
Look, I'm tapped on this, and I'm giving you more information than I should. And he picks up the letter and puts it back in. I got to get that back in before the detectives miss it.
What's the likelihood of getting into that apartment?
Don't let anybody see you. You know, there's only so much I can do to protect you, Oz.
Anyone
Look,
out there
I'm
now?
I'm only tapping you for this because I hate to see this happen to a young. Just
Yeah.
reminds me of my wife, man. I know what you did for us, and I know you're not going to let this.
I'm involved now. I'll do what I can. Anyone out there now? Anyone? Any officers at the place? Or is it?
They probably got somebody standing downstairs, but you know they closed and locked up the room, so it should be all right. Look, you want me to arrest you or something, so nobody wonders why I'm talking to you?
No, I don't want you to arrest me.
All right.
But
Mac, where's that coffee?
Louis too distracted.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else will worry about it.
All right.
I wanted to let you know I got a visit from 10 Bricks tonight.
But he was still in lockup. When did he get out?
At least 10 weeks ago, if not later.
That's a new record for him. don't think he's ever been out this long.
Well, the blood I've been coughing up the last 10 weeks is proof enough.
Why didn't you let us know? Don't even answer. I don't need to know. Mac,
Same
where's the
reason.
coffee?
I got it. I
Easy on him. Be easy on him.
got it. I didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
As you set it on the table, he looks up at you and
Yeah, I'm
grabs your hand as you pull your hand
taking
back.
it easy. I'm just saying, I didn't want to interrupt the official business you gentlemen might be going on.
So Mac's on the other side of the matrix. So give us a moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be back in a moment. Can you hear me, or are you totally gone? Okay, we're gonna assume he's totally gone, and I'm just gonna skip that scene with Mac. Right. The Nick's gonna stand up and go, all right, you know. Oh, we've also switched places, it looks like. I'll fix the screen when he comes back. Look, Oz. This is all I can give you, you know. I mean, you're already watching me for being friends with you, so just be careful, all right?
If you were me, should I head to the club or to the apartment?
You're the private dick. I'm just a beat cop, man. You know, I just come in and rough them up. You're the guys who find out what happened. Oh, and watch out. This is O'Reilly's case. I think I got everybody back in the right place. Cool. He's still a little stunned. All right. So Nick's going to head out the front door. He drops a coin on the counter for Mac. Turns around as he's headed out, and Mac. Pardon me, Cormac. McFarland. Hey. Did anyone else come in tonight?
No one I can think of, officer. Promise you. Promise you.
All right, you already lied to me once tonight. Don't make it a second.
Officer, why am I going to lie to you again, all right? You already caught me once now, and I'm trying to keep clean. You know that.
All right. And he heads out the door.
Nick,
What?
how long do you expect to hold her?
Well, there's going to be a lot of questions, but I seriously doubt she knows anything. But you know O'Reilly, he's a prick.
Think will be any? You think come morning? Shorter, longer?
She'll probably be out in the morning. Probably keep her in the night. Make sure she talks if she knows anything. I think the biggest thing O'Reilly's looking for is he wants to find Sam. Apparently, Mr. O'Sullivan has gone missing.
I don't respond to that. I just kind of give him a little smile.
He kind of half waves to you as he heads out the door. 2 minutes later, you hear the car door close. Engine start, and the car takes off.
Once the car takes off, I'm going to make my way back to Oz's table. Look, Oz, I don't want to say nothing while the dame was around, but I might know something.
No.
Well, fine, Oz. You want to figure it out on your own, you figure it out on your own. And maybe I don't know nothing, huh? All I'm saying is that an old buddy of mine shows up looking like death warmed over, all right? He's telling me that 10 bricks come out of some place and there was a girl, blood everywhere. He got the blood on himself trying to figure out if she was still all right. Tracked him back to some club, you know, the one down on the corner that O'Sullivan runs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it might be nothing, but if it can go towards getting old Ten Bricks back where he belongs, that's you know, between you and me, that's where I want to see him.
So this ghost of yours saw 10 bricks leaving the place.
Yeah, he sure did, and he's getting ready to bounce out of town. But you know, maybe I know where he is.
How long's your shift?
I'd have to check with the boss, but if you need me to wrap it up, maybe you could toss a little something my way. I mean, you know, you work for yourself. You got to have a little something, right?
Or something. And I pull out some money and slide it to him.
Yeah, no problem, Ozzy. You know I got you.
No problem for you, at least.
Yeah, well, never hurt you to cut back a little bit anyway.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna pull around to the back of the restaurant and try to get myself out of here.
All right. I'm going to put you two on hold for a moment. Lola, you're in the back of the police car, and they are driving you down to the station. Anything you want
Okay.
to say or do?
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for at least not putting me in handcuffs.
Well, Nick turns around. Well, you're not exactly under arrest at this point, Miss Moore, but
Hopefully,
since
I
it did-
won't be.
well, since it did happen in your apartment, I just got to ask you, and I'll let you know that this question's going to come up a lot. Where's your boyfriend?
I really don't know. The last I saw him was at the club tonight before I started my set,
And what time was that?
about 9:00.
9 o'clock. Did you happen to notice if Danny was there?
No, I did not see Danny. It doesn't mean he necessarily was there or not, but I didn't see him before. I just spoke with Sam briefly before I got ready for my show.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I was told by many that after my set, because when I go off stage, I go right to the back dressing room to get, fixed up to leave, that officers came in, took Danny away, and that Sam was gone. That's what she told me.
all right. Well,
Who was it?
I'm sorry, who was who?
In my apartment.
Oh, I think we'll leave that to Detective O'Reilly to let you know, ma'am. And Louis looks over at Nick, and he'll just, and he turns around.
That is where I raise my babies. You tell me who was in my apartment.
And he looks up at you. What was your relationship with Sam's kids?
I personally thought they were great, but I think they might have not liked that I was dating their dad. I never tried to be their mom. I mean, heck, they're grown adults.
So they didn't come to your apartment regularly?
No. Why would they come to my little tiny apartment? Sam's the one with the big house.
How often did Sam stay at your apartment?
Never.
And both of them just kind of look at each other. And I'm going to say, Miss Moore, you're going to be asked these same questions by the detective.
That's fine. I'll answer them again.
And Nick reaches back and puts his hand on your hand. looks you in the eyes. The dead woman is Velvet O'Sullivan.
Sergeant Mack's after me, saying Sam wants me. What am I going to do?
Well, be honest with O'Reilly. And,
I didn't have nothing to do with that. That poor girl.
and he looks back and squeezes your hand a little bit. And, look, I know Oz. He's a good man. You can trust him. But don't screw him over.
I wouldn't.
At this point, you pull up in front of the station.
Take out a handkerchief and dry my eyes.
Louis hops out, runs around the car, and opens the door for you and puts his hand out like he's your chauffeur.
I take his hand and step out.
All right, Louis, knock it off. Isn't a social visit here. You're not taking her to the club. You let
You are
O'Reilly
such a
see that,
sweetie,
you're going to be
Louis.
walking the beat again. And they escort you in and take you to one of the holding rooms.
And before we walk in, I just say, thank you, Louis, for treating me like a lady.
Yes, ma'am, Lola. And Nick kind of whops him on the back of the head. You're going to be walking the beat. Right? And they take you inside to a holding room. Cormac, you make your way in back. And, now, Billy's kind of your chef. It's a good thing. He's the owner and the chef. It's a good thing that nobody's come in wanting any kind of food because he's obviously emptied the bottle that's sitting on the corner of the table. And he's cutting logs better than a whole fleet of lumberjacks. He's out.
Well, if he's sleeping like that, do I got the keys to lock up the place?
He's got them on him, but they're like hanging from his belt, so it wouldn't be a problem to get them.
I'm going to take those keys off and turn off the lights, make sure the burners are out on the stove. And I just lock the place up. Ain't nobody coming in this late anyway.
Okay. All right, and there's the little flip sign you can put in the door.
I'll flip it over to close and I go grab Oz. I say, hey, we're going to go out the back, all right? I've got to lock the place up.
Meet you out front.
So Oz is going to step out the front door, I assume? Oz steps out the front door and sees the light of a cigarette as somebody draws a puff on it, and then it falls to the ground. And the next thing he feels is a blunt object in his back. That blunt object is a snub-nosed 38, leading back to the hand of a small man in a fairly nice suit. Obviously one of the footmen that does a little bit of work here. You're that Abernathy fella, right?
Do you have an appointment?
No, but you do. Sam wants to see you. You're going to see the boss. And he pushes the gun into your back and let's go.
All right, all right.
Max steps out.
Are we headed to O'Sullivan's? I say a little above
above volume.
not yelling, but not.
Yeah, we're going to go see the boss. And Mac steps out and opens the back door of a vehicle and
We really have to quit meeting like this.
oh, I can solve meeting you real fast. We'll just see what you have to say to the boss. Get in the car.
And get in. So,
And
Mac,
this,
I've had a
sorry. Go ahead.
I've always had a question. Why 10 bricks? Why not 11? Why not 9? What about 10?
And he puts up his hands and goes, You need a recharge to find out.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, they'll be calling you 16. You keep that crap up, because that's how many teeth you're going to have left. With that, Vinny slides in beside you and has the gun in your side still.
Is that really necessary?
I just hope the road's a little bumpy.
This is rude. I am being perfect gentleman and guest here. But do what you're comfortable with.
Max slides into the front seat, looks back at Louis, and Louis, God, I'm doing it now. Looks back at his Vinny. Vinny, I'm not driving. Put the gun away. He's not going anywhere.
I can drive.
I don't think so. And cut off with the wisecracks. And he hops into the front seat, starts the car, and it pulls out.
No gun drawn on me at this point.
The gun has been put away.
Okay.
But
Little
Mac is sitting
that,
with his arm over the seat looking at you.
Yeah.
Just with that smile of his. Just Mac, you come around the side of the building and you catch the tail end of this. See Oz being put in the car. Then you come around to the front. You definitely recognize Mac.
Did he hear my not so subtle disclaimer?
I think so. I think that's a good thing.
Oh, I got a couple of things running in my head right now. Could go down to the club, check on Oz, but then Mac gonna see me. Or I can make sure check he's where I need him to be so that he can give the info to Oz.
As you watch the car pull down the street from your alleyway, I
And,
assume you step back in. I assume you
seeing
step back.
as,
Whoops, he can't hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. The car, as it pulls away, you kind of watch it, and I assume you're back in the alley so the light's not hitting you too much. You see as it pulls down to the end of the street, the club's to the left. It goes to the right.
I think.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, Vinny, I think you made a wrong turn there.
Mac looks back. Just keep your mouth shut so you'll still be able to talk when the boss sees you, Oz. We know where we're going.
Seeing that the car is turned away from where I was figuring it might go, I think I'm heading back to my mom's house.
Okay. All right. Very good. Lola, you're in one of the holding rooms and you hear a voice from next door. You know Danny's voice. A lot like Sam's, a little younger, of course. And you hear him exclaiming, "I didn't do it. I was at the club all night." Ask anybody. Ask Minnie. Ask the bartender. No, I don't know where Dad is. Look, I don't know why you're looking at me. I mean, what would I have to? She's my sister, for Christ's sakes. You hear a couple of punches.
Fucking barbarians.
After a couple of minutes, the door opens. This detective comes walking in,
Oh, I recognize him.
rubbing his hand, and, well, knuckles look a little raw.
You should put some ice on that.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe you should talk to your boy in there and
Not my boy.
oh yeah, he's your boyfriend's kid. Yeah. Where's Sam O'Sullivan?
I honestly have no idea, Detective Riley. I last saw him about 9 o'clock this evening when I showed up at the copper mine to do my performance. When I concluded my performance, I was told by the waitress, Minnie, that he was gone and Danny was arrested.
So, how long was Danny at the club tonight?
I have no idea. I was a little busy.
So, you perform at this club pretty much every night, don't you?
Just about. Pays the bills.
I can't imagine you don't know what's going on in that club. I mean, I understand you are quite songstress and that you really play to the audience. Matter of fact, I've been told that you leave the stage and walk out among the tables.
From time to time.
And you're telling me you don't know if you saw
I
Danny
did not
O'Sullivan?
I did not personally see Danny, but I also did not make my way over to the bar. Perhaps you should ask the bartender.
Oh, we definitely
or the
are.
waitress, as he suggested.
So, did you see anybody there? A regular?
Oh, there's plenty of regulars. They do
And
so enjoy my music.
Danny doesn't count as one of the regulars that you would have seen tonight.
He's the boss's son. That
Miss
doesn't
Moore.
count. That doesn't count as a regular.
Miss Moore, why
Yes.
was Velvet O'Sullivan in your apartment this evening?
That is an excellent question. I have no idea because they don't typically come to my apartment.
They don't use your apartment to have their intimate visits?
No.
So this wouldn't be a regular occurrence for them showing up at your apartment, either Sam
No.
or the kids.
No. Why would they come to my rinky-dink little apartment
Well,
when
seems
they
like
have
it's
their big old house that they can entertain in?
What kind of entertaining do you do in your apartment, Miss Moore?
None. I raise my children.
Where were your children this evening, Miss Moore?
With my mother.
Oh, so your children aren't always raised in the apartment. What do you do in the apartment those evenings those children aren't there? Do you make a little extra on the side, Miss Moore?
No. I see what you're implying, O'Reilly. The last time I was here, you tried to grill me into making me swear I killed my husband.
I'm still wondering
We've
about
played
that
this
one.
game over and over again. Murder is not my style. I certainly didn't set this up tonight. I had no idea someone was going to be in my apartment, and especially that she would get murdered. It is very upsetting.
How often
And the
do
fact you
people
are
do drugs in your
insinuating-
apartment, Miss Moore?
What? No.
You have drugs in your apartment with your small children at home.
No, I don't. If there were drugs found there, they were put there tonight because that is not something found in my apartment.
Bill, go get it and bring it in. Well, you might be surprised what we found in your apartment.
I'm sure I will be quite entertained by this.
And he brings in your jewelry box. Now, I don't think I have to tell you, Miss Moore, that your fingerprints were found all over this jewelry box.
Well, of course, I wear jewelry.
And the contents inside.
Jewelry.
And he flips open the lid, and inside, you see drug paraphernalia. What else do you do in your apartment, Miss Moore? How did your fingerprints get on this spoon?
That actually looks like a spoon from my kitchen.
Well, it did match some of the other ones in there, but this is kind of an interesting place to have it sitting, don't you think, Miss Moore?
I do indeed, considering I didn't put it there.
You didn't really care much for Velvet O'Sullivan, did you, Miss Moore?
I was fine with her.
Oh. Maybe we misunderstood. Did you kind of have a special interest in this young lady, Miss Moore?
Not at all. She's a grown woman. She's the child of my boyfriend. She seemed like a sweetheart.
So, Miss Moore, why was she found naked in your bed?
Why don't you tell me, Officer O'Reilly?
Well, because I'm the one researching the crime and you're the one suspected, ma'am.
Well, suspect me all you want, but I didn't do it. I have no idea why she was naked in my bed.
Have you
I
ever
thought she was
received,
a virgin.
Have you ever received... Make a note of that, Bill. Have you ever received a gift from Mr. O'Sullivan?
Of course I have.
Did that gift have a card or something attached to it?
Yes.
Well, did you... Bill, where's the damn note? He steps out for a moment, comes back and brings in a folded piece of paper.
You want to
Yeah.
know if I recognize his handwriting?
Just to have an idea, and he lays it out on the table. And you see the note asking Velvet to meet your apartment.
I reach into my purse and I grab out a note that Sam had passed me at the club a few nights back. Just a little sweet nothing.
Okay.
And I think I want to roll a cunning demonstration to show that it is not the same handwriting.
Go for it.
All right.
What's your width and height? Let me know what you got. here.
Width is 2 and height is 9.
Oh, Lord. You absolutely proved this. No doubt at all.
Detective, I believe you're looking at a setup.
Does that handwriting look familiar to you at all, ma'am?
That's a good question. How would I know?
He lays down a pen and a paper and do me a favor and write Velvet on this
Okay.
piece of paper for me, please.
And I write Velvet, and it is a very flowy script.
All right. Miss Moore, I'm going to ask you again because
What was done to her?
do
What
you
was
really
done
want
to
to know
that
the
poor-
answer to that?
What was done to that poor child in my bed? Yes, I would like to know what someone has done in my home to try to set me up.
Looks over, Bill, go get Miss Moore a shot. He comes back a couple of minutes later with some bourbon, pours you a little glass and sets it on the table. You're probably going to want that.
I will take that under advisement. I don't usually hit the hard stuff.
He takes another glass and pours himself a shot and slams it back. From what we can tell, she was brought inside the house, drugged, her clothes were removed. She was sexually assaulted. From what we can tell, whoever did this didn't realize she was dead.
Oh, heavens. Oh, Riley, I could have never done that to anyone.
I would like to think not, ma'am, but I would like to think that nobody was capable.
You and me both. That's horrible.
What was
And Lola
Sam's
grabbed.
relationship with Velvet?
She was his baby girl. And sometimes she kind of chafed a little at that, as all young ones do. You've got kids, right? It's always an interesting dynamic. Sometimes they're your best friend, and sometimes they can't stand you.
Did Mr. O'Sullivan, Sam, ever make, did he ever seem inappropriate?
Towards his daughter? No.
How about her
I
brother?
really don't think Sam would have done that.
How about her brother?
I tell you who would have been capable of that.
And who's that, Miss Moore?
Mac.
Mac who?
10 bricks.
Mac Townsend. Well, I doubt it was Mac because, well, that's a good point, though.
Oh, he's been out.
He's been out, but, no. Thank you, Miss Moore. I'm going to have to tell you, you're not going to be able to go back to your apartment tonight.
Oh, I would certainly hope not. I've got somewhere to go.
Well, I'm going to send a man with you, and his job's going to be to keep an eye and keep you safe.
Appreciate that.
What's that new guy's name? Louis? Yeah, send Louis. Do it.
Thank you. You can have my drink.
All right. And we obviously we're not going to be leaving town because we may need to talk to you again.
I'm not planning to go anywhere. My roots are here.
One last thing, Miss Moore.
Yes, Detective.
What do you know about Danny's relationship with his sister?
I mean, I have a boy and a girl of my own, and he was protective of her, as any big brother should be.
Protective.
Yeah. But he didn't want anybody to mess with her because she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, he thought she was a pretty girl, huh?
No,
You realize
she
you
is a pretty
realize
girl.
you,
But Danny knew that, the type of guys that Sam has around, they could be inappropriate. Sam's had to get on him a bit with trying to flirt with me.
she's not really his sister, right?
That's news to me.
Yeah, she's see, Danny's from his first wife.
Mm-hmm. And Velvet,
Velvet's not.
second wife.
Well, there's some debate as to whether he may even be the father at all. That's why we were wondering, Miss Moore, if she was one of yours by chance.
No.
Your children going to be all right at your mother's. You want to give them a
They
call
will.
before you head out. And Louis can take you to the phone at the front desk.
I appreciate it.
We'd appreciate, of course, if you didn't mention anything about this to you.
Of course not. Of course. I know it's an active investigation.
And Miss Moore,
I
if you do
appreciate the
hear,
protection.
if you do hear from Mr. Sam O'Sullivan, please let us know. This is as much so we can rule him out, but we don't even know if he knows about his dog. If you're saying that's not his handwriting on the note, as you said, looks like somebody was trying to set him up.
And me, because it's my place. And I guarantee you, Detective, I do not do drugs. I don't even drink.
All right, Miss Moore. And he steps out, and they close the door behind him, and a few minutes later, Louis comes by.
Thank you, Louie. Let me get to a phone so I can call my kids.
Oh, yeah, and take you right up to the front desk.
And I call to my mom's house.
And the phone rings. Normally doesn't ring that many times. By the time it gets to the 6th or 7th ring, getting a little worried, and the phone picks up, and your mother's on the other end of the phone, and she answers in a pretty shaky voice. Hello?
Mama? What's
Lola,
wrong?
there were some men here. Some big guy. He's trying to find some Sam. Who's Sam O'Sullivan?
Don't you worry about that. Are the kids okay?
Yeah. They were scared, but he was trying to find you, and he's I'm scared, Lola. You need to be careful.
I will be.
What have you gotten mixed up in?
Mama, I don't know. I swear to you, I don't know. All I do is sing and make money to make sure the kids are okay.
They told me not to go anywhere. Well, I'm scared.
You sit
But
tight.
what to do for the children?
You sit tight. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. The phone hangs up.
Okay. Louie, we need to leave. Right now.
Well, that's right, ma'am. We got a hotel room set up for you.
No. We need to go pick up my mother and my children. Then we can go to a hotel.
Ma'am, I don't have permission to do that, ma'am. I can't do that.
Yes, you will, Louie.
Ma'am, I just got my badge. I don't want to be losing it.
Mac was just at my mother's house.
The guy from the diner?
Not the guy from the diner. Tim Bricks.
Oh, well, you wait right here. I'll go talk to the detective, and he heads into the back. I'm going to put you on hold there. Oz. They pull inside an old warehouse building. Door closes behind you. You can see there's a light in the office at the top of the stairs. They take you out of the car. Come on, Oz. Max shoves you real hard in the back.
Like what you've done with the place.
You and your smart mouth. One more, Mac. That's all it's going to take. One more. No, he obviously doesn't get what he just said. I did that on purpose. I was waiting for a smart comment. Good job.
Yeah.
So they escort you up the stairs. The stairs are rickety. They creak as you go. You get to the top of the stairs and the door opens. And sitting behind the desk is a man. This is that man. This is that Oz. Sit down. Max shoves you towards a chair.
It's hard to find good help these days. I get it.
I've heard about your smart mouth. That stops now. My boys say you know where Lola is. Mac, I'm gonna punch you in the gut. I'm not accustomed to asking twice.
just getting some mixed messages here about my smart mouth, so I was being choosy. I look over to see if I'm about to get hit.
Where's Lola?
No idea now.
So you did see her. Mac?
Yeah.
Too late.
Yes.
Another punch comes in. Now, so far, I've told him to keep your face pretty. That can change real fast.
Being as I like my pretty face, I will do my best.
You hear behind you somebody fidgeting with a revolver. Where's Lola?
God's honest truth, I'm not being smart here. I saw her. She left. And then I stopped seeing her. So I do not know where she is now.
What did she want? Mac?
No, I'm looking. I'm not.
He
I'm not
stops
looking
just for.
dumbfounded. She's trying to stop you from taking the rap for your daughter's murder.
Wait. What?
Velvet's dead.
And he puts his hand up, and Mac hauls off and punches you one. No! What happened?
Can we
to
get
her?
on the same page with the punching, please? That was the truth.
Boys, what happened?
How detailed?
Do I need to get Mac in here?
No,
Don't make me ask a
trying-
second time.
I am trying to be sensitive to a father's feelings.
You just told me my daughter's dead. It's a little late for sensitive. Now, if you'd like, I can have them tenderize you for a little bit, and then we'll get into the sensitive stuff.
Someone left a note for her to meet you at Lola's place. The police found her murdered, raped, and with a needle in her arm. And I look, don't you hit me. Lola doesn't believe you could do that. So she came to me.
What, you think I could do that?
You're putting words in my mouth now. She came to me so I could find out who did, because both of you and potentially your son are being set up. Your son was taken off. He was hauled off.
Where's he at?
What would be, is there a specific jail or prison that I would assume?
Down at the precinct. That'll be close enough.
Okay. Presumably down at the precinct.
For a private detective, you don't seem to know much.
I literally learned all of this in the last 2 hours. I was just reading the paper, trying to relax, and my day is not really going well. What time is it now? I don't know. My tomorrow is not going exactly as I thought it was going to be going.
Your today may not go too well. Don't brighten up. All right, how much?
First stipulation, he stops punching me or hitting me or threatening me or shooting me or any sort of bodily,
Oh,
mental,
I can
emotional harm.
guarantee you Mac won't shoot you.
I can stipulate
Vinny
that.
Snickers. Vinny Snickers behind you. You hear him fiddling with the revolver.
Short stock here. I don't really want to see them.
You're not really in a position to debate anything here.
You just offered me a price. That is part of it. They get in my way.
Oh, they won't get in your way.
Do whatever.
What do you normally make a day?
If I make something in a day, I could lie to you, but it depends.
He looks over and he's about to say
really.
Mac. You see he's about to say Mac.
You see, you know where I'm set up. It's not like I'm living the high life here.
You find out who did this. And I want you to bring them to me. No cops. This is mine.
What assurances do I get?
You get to walk out of here alive with your legs intact. And I want to know 24 hours. I want them here.
As you said, I'm not in much of a position to negotiate.
He reaches inside his pocket, lays $500 on the table.
Yes, this is.
I'll pay you the rest when you bring me him.
No.
No?
Yeah, man's only as good as his word.
He sticks his hand out and shakes your hand. Find him. You find the bastard and you bring him to me. No cops.
If I sniff either of these two around me, bullets going in their head.
Boys, keep an eye, but keep your distance.
He's smelly. I can sniff him out pretty good.
They won't get in your way, but I'm keeping an eye on you. That's $500 of my money and my daughter's life. I want the bastard.
If I were you, I would too.
Get him out of here.
Wait. You paid me. My job starts now. I have some questions.
I don't know what questioning me is going to do for you. But after
have
we take our
enemies?
break, after we take this break, you can ask them. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Be right back, y'all.
Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was order, there was chaos. An endless war between the gods and their enemies. A war the gods could not win. Till a champion arose, wielding a weapon of otherworldly power. The war was won, the enemy banished, but the weapon was shattered, its fragments scattered across the new formed world. Now, thousands of years later, many seek the fragments of that long-lost weapon. Among them, our 5 brave heroes. The druid, troubled by dreams and his own temper. The blacksmith turned warrior in search of revenge. The raider, determined to protect her friends and her growing family. The traveller from a distant land, guardian of those down on their luck. And the girl willing to sell her soul for a taste of adventure. Their hunt will take them to distant and dangerous lands, far beyond the borders of Ishval.
This is a story. This is Richmond. It's related to our story, but it doesn't start here. The story starts on a train. I mean, why not a train? You don't have to drive and you can drink. You can drink a lot. It's a nice way to get from A to B without a care in the world. Oh yeah, did I mention? We're all dead. And you know all that afterlife crap they give you? Well, turns out things are a little different than that.
We have always looked for the higher power, believed in some force beyond ourselves. Great monuments are constructed to the gods. contracts are made with the creatures from beyond the veil. Faith is placed in the unseen powers. But the moments of man fade in the passing of time. The creatures of myth play tricks with their deals, and the well of our faith can lead to the depths in eternity which we never saw in our fortunes foretold. We are haunted by our choices, our mistakes, our losses. Are we the victims of our dreams? Are we just stories, legends in the chronicles of our haunted nights?
There is nothing like the joy a child feels for their precious teddy friend. The warmth of a young child's hand as they grip the furry arms. As they grow older, however, they slowly grow apart. And one day, our bear friend finds his or herself a lonely teddy. In these sunset times, we feel that no bear should have to journey through it alone. Kindred Hearts Anxiety Bear Program. Share the love. Welcome back. You had some questions?
First things first, everyone is a suspect.
You know, you're
These
in the room
questions-
too, Abernathy.
Okay, I'm a suspect. One I can probably eliminate pretty quickly, but I'll be a suspect if that makes you feel better. Do you know anyone who wanted to hurt Velvet? Any
Damn it, man.
enemies?
Velvet was an angel. We were sending her to school.
Anyone then desperate enough to get to you that they'd hurt Velvet?
Take a look at about anybody who runs a club in the city.
Well, that doesn't help me. I need you to specify who's at the top of that list.
Well, none of my men would do it. They know what it'd be. And he looks over and
Are you
goes,
so
right, Mac? Got it, boss.
don't be too trusting.
I trust my boys as much as I trust my son. Why do they have Danny?
They must have reason to think he was involved.
Danny loved his
There-
sister. I've never
There-
seen anybody load on their sister like he did. He fawned after her.
Now, I don't know their relationship, but that is not how I typically understand a brother-sister relationship, as fawning.
What
Protective,
kind of
maybe.
pervert are you, Abernathy?
The one you're paying to find out who did this.
My daughter's dead. You're not going to blame my son. Now, I'm serious.
I'm
I
not-
want the
I am
real
ask-
person caught, Abernathy.
I'm asking questions. If there are easy answers, I eliminate suspects. You are the person at the center of all of this, so you know the people who are the players in this. So don't get mad at me for
Look,
asking questions that I need answers to.
Me and the other club owners, we have a policy. No family. Because somebody hits my family, I hit their family.
I have reason to believe that that's probably still true then. So maybe we look
There was
inside.
this kid who was hanging around her. Mac, what was his name? The black-haired, blue-eyed guy.
Vinny, what was his name?
The Rafferty kid.
First name?
Who cares? It's your job.
Can you help me here?
Mac, do you know the kid's name? Jack? Jack Rafferty, yeah. Do you owe us
Is
any
that a
money
name?
or anything? No. No, apparently he met Velvet at school. They were just friends or something. I don't know that there was anything beyond that. You know, I know that he'd been hanging around her. He dropped off for a while and was coming back and just said hi the other day or something.
Has he
He
ever?
lives- he
but
lives-
Maybe he doesn't.
He lives in
Go
the
ahead.
same building that Lola's apartment's in. He's a good kid.
All right.
But, but I know he had an interest in her. I can't imagine it.
Infatuation is a motive. Can these
that
two
other
step out for a sec? Can these two step out for a sec?
Boys, What's that other kid's name? Damn, I can't. He's at the barber shop all the time. The barber shop. What's his name? Weir. Vernon Weir. Yeah. He's got this kid that was in school as well. I don't know how well he knew him, but I know he's a friend of Jack's. Also a friend of some kid that works at that diner. Mac or something. McFarland, yeah. A friend of his.
Sorry, so it was the kid of Vernon Weir, or Vernon Weir was the kid?
Vernon Weir is the barber. He has a kid that does some stuff for him once in a while, who's a college kid. Don't know his name.
Gotcha.
But he'd met him a couple of times, but he just...
I'm likely to think you're right, that it's not another owner, another rival. It makes me think it's someone in your circle, if not these two other suspects.
You're down 15 minutes on your 24 hours, Abernathy.
You're my best source of information right now. These two out here, didn't have them leave because I don't like them. What was their feelings towards Velvet?
My boys don't have feelings toward Velvet. Leads to a short life expectancy.
Again, infatuation makes people make stupid risks.
Velvet's an attractive young lady. Of course, they noticed when she walked by. You'd notice when she walked by. Hell, I think Lola even noticed when she walked by.
Anyone in your circle fond of the needle?
Not that I'm aware of. Boys are supposed to keep off this stuff.
You keep using words like wouldn't and supposed to. It's not going to help us here.
If any of my boys were found using instead of selling, they wouldn't be one of my boys.
At the risk of getting shot, any chance Velvet used?
And with that, he slams his down and, Mac, get this son of a bitch out of here. Abernathy, you're pushing it.
I'd rather
Don't make
push
me
it.
regret hiring you.
I'm doing my job.
No. Never. Not possible.
Good. That is the most confident I feel about any of your answers.
And neither did Danny. He might hit the bottle once in a while. Who doesn't?
One more question before I leave, or rather forced out. How much time did Danny and Velvet spend together?
They were brother and sister. I mean, when she was home, they were around, Danny was always looking out for her. He kept an eye on her. He kept an eye out for her. He'd take her places. He bought her gifts. It's his sister. He loved her.
All right. I'll hopefully see you in less than 24 hours.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
That was implied, but I'm glad it's on the table now. Walking? Are they driving me? What am I?
Boys, drop him off at his place. Anything else, Abernathy?
Not unless you have anything else.
23 hours, 35 minutes. What is it the coppers say? Don't leave town.
Wouldn't dream of it. Either be dragged or go along with them, whatever my free will dictates.
They won't lay a hand on you if you walk out.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Mr. McFarland, you were heading back to the house. You get up to your mom's house and lights are off. It's late at night.
I let myself in, and I try to keep quiet and take a look around for Jackie.
You walk through the house and open the door to your mom's room, and she's asleep. Beautiful little angel sleep.
Don't
There's no
worry,
sign
Mom,
of
we got
Jackie.
some money. Take care of you. Hell. I'm gonna check the kitchen, see if he left a note for me.
Nothing. Doesn't look like anything in the cooler's been touched either.
Hell, hope he made it here. Well, if everything's looking clear in here and he's not around, I guess I'll close up the house and try to link back up with Oz and let him know what's happened. Do I got an idea where he keeps his place?
You know where his office is. It's not far from the diner.
I'm gonna head down there then.
Okay. Lola? Louis went to the back. It's been about 10 minutes. He hasn't come back yet.
I walk out and get a cab.
All right. Where's the cab taking you?
To my mother's.
All right.
I have to go check on my kids, get them
Yep.
somewhere safe.
Very good.
So I arrived there. I let myself in because I've got a key.
You open
Mama?
the door. You open the door, and as the door opens, your mama comes around the corner with a broomstick in her hand.
It's me, Mama. It's me.
I don't know what I
kids
was going to
sleeping?
do.
I
The kids are
run up
asleep.
to her and hug her. Okay. Are they asleep now?
They're asleep upstairs.
Okay. You go on upstairs, get yourself some sleep, Mama. I'll stay up.
What's going on?
Sam's daughter was murdered tonight.
Would do such a thing?
We don't know, but they did it at my apartment
Oh, Lord. Oh.
while I was performing at the club.
People, this man was threatening us.
I've got to talk to Sam.
I think you should stay away from these people, Lola. I told you when you started getting mixed up with them. It's not good people that runs these things.
Mama, they helped me. They helped
Imagine
the
what you do
babies.
in return. Think of your children, Lola.
I did.
This is not the life of a mama. You didn't see me standing up, skint closed in front of people.
Mama, I am fully dressed when I perform. Thank you.
I heard about these places. And that man didn't call you very nice names.
Mac's an asshole. Don't you pay no
Holy,
mind
watch
to
your
that.
watch your mouth, young lady.
Mama, I ain't been young in 20 years. Not since that man of mine beat the shit out of me.
Lola, your mouth.
Go on to bed, Mama. I'll stay up and keep watch.
She heads upstairs. And what are you going to do if he comes back, Lola?
Have a chat with him.
I don't think he wants to talk.
I don't think I care what he wants.
Lock the dang door.
Of course.
He goes upstairs.
I lock the door, turn off the lights, and sit on the couch and just stare at the door.
All right. Oz, they drop you off at the office. Mac, you're a little bit down the alley, about a couple of blocks, when you see a car pull up and you see Oz step out.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
Sorry we took so long to get here. That's 23 hours and 25 minutes, Abernathy.
At least you can count. Not sure about this other one here.
24 hours. I don't get to hit you.
Be the happiest 24 hours of my life.
And Vinny kind of does his little back. And they take off in the car. But they don't go too far. They pull up about 3 blocks down.
I just kind of wave.
Right.
I go in and back into my office.
Okay. So it's about 1 a.m., we're going to say, at this point.
Okay. Start kind of getting things together and just thinking through where I want to start.
Okay. Cormac?
Hey, Ozzy. You in there?
Yes.
Well, you ain't gonna make me stand out here in the cold, are you?
Just come in.
Ah, gee. Some treatment, huh? Look, the guy I was telling you about, I don't know, maybe something happened to him. He was supposed to go meet with somebody, and I ain't seen no signs of him around there, so.
What's this guy's name?
Does it really matter?
If me, a detective, asks a question, it matters in some way or another.
Eh, geez, all right. You don't got to read me the riot act about it. His name's Jack.
Jack what?
Jeez, 50 questions over here. Look, I went to school with the guy. His name is Jack. What does it matter to you what his last name is? I get it. It's important for your investigation and whatnot, but you ain't got to know who the guy is to know that he's seen what he's seen.
Unless he's lying. Is his last name Rafferty?
Well, sure, but how do you know?
Because I'm a goddamn detective. That's how I know.
Well,
Did you know he lives in the same apartment as
I guess-
Lola?
no, I didn't have no idea. I just went to school with the guy.
That's why it matters.
Look,
Hey.
why don't you take it easy, all right? I'm going to try to help you as best I can. I want to see this guy go away.
A girl is dead and was raped.
Oh, hell. I didn't know all that. I don't want to know
Right.
that.
They're trying to blame it on this Lola. Either she's the
Well,
world's greatest liar,
What the
or someone's trying to put the rap on her. What was that?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying that nice dame. That's the one that they're trying to pin this on.
To be determined if she's nice, but yes. And I don't think she did it.
All right, look. All I know.
Now, I have Sam O'Sullivan giving me a 24-hour time period, or I'm dead, to figure out who did it. So my ass is on the line.
All right, Oz, I get it. I get it. Well, then, can I make a suggestion? I ain't no private dick like you, but I got an idea.
I'm glad you do, because I don't know where to start.
Well, Jackie saw what he saw, and he was anxious to get out of town. Maybe he swung by his place to grab a couple of things. And if it's in the same place as that one broad's apartment, then couldn't we check them both?
Yeah, just getting past whatever cops they have there.
I got no problem with that.
All right. Before we go, does Vernon Weir ring a bell to you, Barber?
Yeah, I know the fella. What about it?
Do you know? Apparently, there's a college kid that works for him. You know who that might be?
Do I know who that is?
Sure. Reginald. Reggie.
Yeah, that's good old Reggie.
Reason to believe that he's spent some time with Velvet as well. So someone else we might want to try and talk to, but the apartment's as good a lead as any right now. How
Yeah,
how
sure.
far is the apartment from? How far is the apartment from the office?
Not very. We'll just
Okay.
make it easy. It's close
Before-
enough. Quick cab ride.
Before
Yes,
they
Lola.
walk out, his phone rings.
All right.
Abernathy Detective Agency.
Detective Abernathy, it is Lola. Just wanted you to know I'm done with the cops.
Cormac and I are headed to your apartment. We have the lead. Don't know if it's the best
They
idea that
set
you
up
think.
drugs in my jewelry box.
Where are you calling from?
My mother's.
Are you safe there?
Well, I'm vigilant.
Don't know if it's the wisest that if
I
we're
have
found.
nowhere else to go. And
it
I
is-
have 2 children and an elder mother.
No, I'm saying if you should come to the apartment with us, Cormac and I are headed to your apartment.
I'm not going to my apartment.
Okay, then.
I can't see what they did to her in there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hearing it
I'm
was
just
bad enough.
I'm letting you know that is where we are going.
Okay, you go. If,
Anything else that we need to know?
if you want the key to it, you can come by my mom's and pick it up. Just knock on the door.
One
Don't
sec.
knock.
One sec. Do we need a key?
Hey, a key never hurts, but it ain't gonna be the worst thing.
Is that a yes or a no?
Look, I can open up the lock if that's what you're asking.
We don't need a key.
If you get caught breaking and entering into a crime scene, you'll be arrested.
Wouldn't be the first time that was a possibility.
Fine,
But
whatever.
no, Sam's goons are following me.
Okay.
I have them,
Well,
they're
they've
not
already
gonna
been to my
accost-
mother's house.
but I don't want them knowing for certain that you're there.
Okay. Well, it's not that at this point, I'm fine with it. They can come and get me if they want me.
They're going to be tailing me.
Okay. Where's Sam? Have you found Sam?
Yes. I hope you understand if I don't tell you where he is right now, but he was not at the club. You were right. I need to compartmentalize everything I know.
All right. You go do what you need to do. I need to
All
make
right.
more coffee so I can stay up all night. And I hang up.
Let's go.
Yep, lead the way. And say, if we are going to be breaking into this dame's apartment, what's to say that you don't turn me over once this is all done?
Wouldn't be very good detectiving, turning over my sources now, would it?
No, I don't think it would, and I want you to keep that in your head. I'm the
want
best
you-
source you've got on these streets, anyhow.
And I want you to keep in your head that I know why you're avoiding Mac like the plague.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but if you keep this up, the next coffee's coming with 2 lumps, all right?
I've been hit at least 6 times by 10 bricks. Try it.
Yeah. Fine. But look, don't go talking about that to nobody.
I
all
don't
right?
intend to.
I ain't no snitch. I ain't never been one. Well, we gonna take it? Or we gonna walk? What's going on?
We're gonna we'll go a few blocks until we see any cabs, and I'll hail a cab.
But Oz, I gotta ask, what about them fellas watching you? I seen that car pull off.
Yeah. As long as if they didn't do it or aren't involved in it, O'Sullivan's called them off from being too aggressive.
Right. Well, I'm just saying. I heard some of the folks that was talking over at the diner, and it sounded pretty serious. So I just don't want to get anybody thinking that I'm you know.
Involved?
Well, I don't work with no coppers, and you're a dick, so I just don't want anybody.
You want to see justice done for this girl, don't you?
Of course I do. Nobody can do something
Okay
like
then.
that.
Okay then.
Not in
shut
this
up and-
neighborhood, not in any neighborhood.
Then shut up and let's go.
Just cover my ass, all right?
I have 24 hours. It won't matter by then. Hail a cab.
Okay, no problem. You are obviously being tailed, though.
Yeah.
They aren't real good at it. Pretty obvious.
I'd throw a few extra bucks at the cabbies. Like, if you can lose that car behind us, there's a little more in it for you.
I'm gonna let you roll your stats of graceful defiance.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll for the boys.
Okay.
You get anything? Any sets?
I did.
I said the boys aren't very good at this. So those new dice I bought tonight, yeah, they're going in the dumpster.
No, keep them, please.
Yeah, keep them, please, for Tuesday nights, right, in January. So yeah, he does a couple of fast maneuvers. You guys get sloshed around a little bit, but yeah, I think Mac's gonna be a little unhappy, but you lost him.
Okay. And I give the cabbie what I said I would.
All right.
Have we arrived?
Yep, you are there.
What do we, before we get out, what do we see outside of the apartment?
There's a single cop. He's kind of looking around and everything. You see a couple other people, go in. I mean, it's late night, but it's
Yeah.
weekend time, so people. So
Okay.
He asked them a couple of things apparently as they went in, but
Look like, I tell Cormac, look like we're supposed to be here. Cormac may be frozen.
he may be. Assuming that he is frozen.
Oh,
I'll let you
we
roll
got him
for
back. We got him back.
Do I,
Okay.
You were frozen there.
yeah, I missed that little bit there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, we pulled up and I said, look like we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, of course. Do I recognize the copper outside the door?
No, you don't. He's just a beat cop. Who knows?
Okay. Get out.
On the
Nice,
edge of
sir.
precincts could be, somebody from another one that's in here. So
Get up. Get up.
I'm
I
gonna
just
put
start
this. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I just said I just kind of and start walking up. Not just I focused on the door, just like I'm supposed to be there.
All right. Because you're trying, this cop's gonna ask you a few questions like who you are, what you're doing here.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that you would probably do a graceful deceit on this. And I'm going to counter that with it's an honesty check. I'm going to go for a graceful purity.
Okay.
And I'm still using those dice, so we'll give them a second chance here. All right. Got any by fives or better?
Say it again. I have a 2x6.
I have a 2x6 and a 3x5. So, excuse me, you gentlemen live here.
No, we're friends of resident.
Which apartment?
Don't I can never remember. It's Jack Rafferty. Might go by Jim.
What's your name?
Simon Tolliver.
Man, I know you. You work at the diner over there, don't you?
Yep, that's right. Just coming to see my old buddy. We used to go to college together.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to check on this one. We've had an incident in here. You guys just hang on. What was your name again? He points to you, Oz.
Me?
Yeah.
Oz Abernathy.
Wait a minute. You said Tolliver.
No, I clearly said Oz Abernathy, and I looked at Cormac.
Look, I don't know. You've been standing on this sidewalk an awful long time. You want to smoke?
Abernathy, you're that private dick.
Guilty.
You two just stay right here. He walks over to the car. Doing something.
Well, he's over at the car. I'm gonna try to get myself a little bit closer to the door and see if that's locked up good on the outer side.
The door's not locked. Hey! Quit messing with the door. I said wait.
Sorry, I'm just excited to see him. It's been a while.
What'd you say the name of the guy was you were wanting to meet?
Jack Rafferty.
Yeah. And he steps out and he goes, you guys just wait right here. Detective O'Reilly's on his way. He wants to have a word with you.
Jeez,
Love to
why
speak
you
with the
guys gotta
detective.
hound me like this?
It's fine, Cormac. It's fine.
Look, it's cold out here and I want to see my friend.
Yeah, it's cold out here. I've been here all night and I'm going to be here a few more hours. And you're going to wait, or you could, well, you want to give me names and addresses? You can leave. But the detective's not going to be real happy about that.
Here, you want my address? And I'll give him the address for my mom's place.
Okay.
There, you know where I live. You can come find me if you got questions later.
Now, you still aren't
Just
going
don't
in the
wait on my
building
ma,
till the
right?
detective
She's-
gets here.
It's not well.
Don't do anything stupid, Cormac. Go home. We can try again tomorrow. I'll wait. I'll talk to the detective.
Yeah, sure.
Right? What are you going to do, Cormac?
I'm gonna beat feet down around the corner, work my way around to the back of the building.
All right, I thought you might. Oz, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna wait for Detective O'Reilly, like I said I would.
Okay.
I want to distract them and keep their
That's
attention.
what I was wanting to hear. Okay. So the officer talks to you and, man, Riley didn't sound like he likes you too much.
Detective, no, he loves me.
Car pulls
Maybe a
up.
little jealous.
Car pulls
maybe
up
a little
after
jealous.
about 10, 15 minutes. Door opens, O'Reilly steps out and goes, Abernathy.
O'Malley!
Look what the cat shit out. What are you doing at my crime scene, Abernathy?
I looked to the other beat cop, was coming with a buddy who knew a guy who lived here. I had some questions for a case and just big coincidence.
What case is that, Abernathy?
This Jack Rafferty, husband of a girl that he was with, was mad about it, and he wanted me to ask some questions to see if it was true. The whole lover's quarrel kind of thing.
You just can't stay out of people's sex life, can you, Abernathy?
I mean,
It has to be about the lowest job I can think of. You still peeping in windows?
gotten a little taller lately, so I have to climb. So peeping is a little more difficult.
Always a smartass. What apartment's this person in that you're wanting to talk to?
Whatever I would have looked, I imagine there's a sign. I would have said,
Okay.
It's not like I've seen this guy before. I would have gone and said, oh, Rafferty, this apartment, and gone to that one.
Right.
As
He
a
talks to the beat.
stranger visiting.
He points to the beat cop. You stay with him. He goes nowhere near 22.
Can I see if he's lying?
If who's lying?
Is 22 serious, or is he trying to pull one over on me?
I mean, you can check his honesty level. Go ahead and roll for me. Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't like me, I can very well see him trying to. What did we do for that? Was it say understanding observation? Is that what we
I
did?
think it was.
before?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
2x10.
He is not lying. He
Okay.
looks a little peeved.
Yeah.
He puts his
What did I
finger.
do to you?
He puts his finger and taps on your chest, just a little above where you've been
What?
punched a couple of times, so it kind of hurts a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You better not be messing in my case, Abernathy.
Me? I would never.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
I don't know. I don't know why you have so much animosity towards me, O'Reilly. I mean,
Because
was it-
you're a low-life, window-peeping private dick who gets in the way of good cops trying to do an honest job.
or has gotten credit for solving cases that you never could.
Abernathy?
Yes.
There's the other guy. He goes to the one apartment for this Rafferty fella, and that's it. He does anything else, shoot him. And he turns and goes and gets in the car.
That is against my constitutional rights, sir.
Through your constitutional rights, Abernathy. Obstruction.
Always a pleasure.
He flips you off as he gets in the car.
So I turn to the beat cop. How long have you been on this beat? I just start talking to him more.
Neil small talk with you. Not very long, and man, he really doesn't like you. What did you do?
He's just jealous.
Look, I don't want to get in trouble, okay? You're not, I mean, just
Fine. I mean, I can, you know what? Would it make you feel better if I just sat here and talked with you for a little bit? You keep your eye on me.
no, I just want you to go. I mean, why are you doing this at like 2 a.m? I mean, he's probably asleep.
People are more truthful when they're tired.
Well, let's just get this over with. Let's go find your guy. And he looks at the list and says, "What's the name you're looking for?"
Rafferty, comma
Rafferty.
Jack.
Oh,
What?
please don't make trouble.
I
He's in
promise.
21.
I swear unto you, or I swear to you as if my life depended on it.
You know I wouldn't really shoot you, right? He was joking about.
He would shoot me. I believe you wouldn't.
Right, so he will escort you into the building. I'm going to flip over to Cormac, who snuck around the building. Tell me what's going on.
So I'm looking for a back way in. If there's a fire escape or anything like that, I might be trying to find my way up that.
Fire escapes weren't super common, but we're going to go ahead and say that there is one on this building just because it's more fun.
Good
So
to
you
me.
get it?
I'm gonna work my way up. Is there any chance that Jack's apartment happens to be connected to the fire escape?
The fire escape actually goes to a window at the end of the hallway.
All right. I guess when I get up there, I'm gonna try to lift up the window.
Amazingly, it's not locked.
I would be taking my damn time with this beat cop.
Well, you were chatting for a while out front too, so.
Right.
Once I get the window open, I'm gonna take my way into the hall, and I'm gonna try to get down to Jack's apartment and see if I can get the door open.
All right. You find 21, and the door's partway open.
Hey, Jackie, you in there, boy?
The door swings open when you knock on it.
You don't answer. I'm heading in. Gonna. I think I'm gonna just shut the door behind me. Check around the apartment. Does it look like someone's come up and busted the place, or
The room has been turned over.
guess at that point, what I'm going to be doing is getting back out into the hall and trying to take a look at the next door down, which is supposed to be.
Okay. I'm going to say at this point, you're going to hear some footfalls and talking as Oz and the cop are coming up the stairs. But I'm also going to put you guys on hold for a bit because it's been about half an hour.
I'm sitting
You
here
know,
eating my dinner.
Between all the art. Sorry about that. Do you need me to go back to them for a little bit?
No,
or-
it's
okay.
fine. It's fine. I'm like, I've got a few minutes. I can eat.
So you're sitting there keeping guard. You hear a car pull up.
I'm going to walk up to the window because there's a front window on the house. It's a house on the outskirts of the city, close to the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
And just peek on the edge of the curtain to see if I recognize the car.
It's
I have no lights on, so nobody would see me. Oh, we lost him.
lost him again. Two guys get out of the car. One
Do
of
I
them's
recognize them?
One of them's big, built like brick house. Mac. The other guy's a small guy. You know him as Vinny.
I walk over to my purse and I grab my pistol.
Okay.
And I walk to the door and open it before they
Mhm.
can knock on it.
Mac looks up and Lola, we've been looking all over for you.
So I hear what you want with me.
Sam wants you.
Sam can wait until my children wake up in the morning.
Sam wants you now.
No.
And he starts
You come here
walking
and
up.
threaten my mother.
Didn't threaten her.
That's
Just
not
told
what
her
she
that
said.
she needed to cooperate.
I point the gun at him.
Oh,
If you
now,
dare
Lola.
threaten my children and my mother, I
And
will
at this
take your
point-
family jewels.
And at this point, Vinny's drawn his gun as well.
Vinny,
Mac's
put
standing there
that
with his
damn
hands
thing
up.
down because you know Sam will kill you for hurting me.
Put it down, Vinny. Now, Lola.
Does
wants us
Sam
to
want me or
protect
do you want me, Mac? What happened to the girl?
How should I know? Sam wants you. Look, he's got somebody working on it to find out who did it.
Come round and get me at 7.
Sam's
Let
not going
my
to like that,
children
Lola.
rest. Let my mother rest. I'll be right here.
Lola, Sam is not going to like that.
Tell Sam I'm looking after my own because my apartment got used. He'll understand. But I come round, get me at 7. Everybody will be up then and I can go.
Says Lola, I'll do this. Vinny,
I put the gun down.
go tell Sam we found Lola. I'm going to stay here with him. That'll make Sam happy. And he walks up and just walks past you into the house, rushing you out of the way if he has to.
It's fine. I step out of the way. Thank you, Vinny. And I turn and walk inside the house and lock the door. I get him an Afghan and a pillow. He can have the sofa.
He turns around and looks at you. Don't you ever pull a gun on me again.
Understand if you threaten my mother and make her feel unsafe.
Lola,
I won't hesitate.
I didn't threaten your mama.
That is not what she told me.
Lola, she's 100 years old.
Mac, you are scary.
I know, Lola, but I promise you, I didn't threaten her. You think Sam would let me threaten your mama?
You gotta talk to her nice.
All right, she's
Talk to her like
she's
your
almost
mama.
as snappy as you, Lola.
I know.
Got a damn attitude. And your little boy kicked me in the shin, damn it.
Shh, shh. They're sleeping. They're sleeping.
Put the gun away, Lola. Ain't nobody gonna mess with
I'll
you
put
while
it
I'm
away,
here.
and I put it I put it back in the purse. What
Sam's
happened?
already gonna be mad. We lost the damn guy we were supposed to be tailing.
Who were you tailing?
Oh, some private dick, Abernathy.
I already know where he is. You ain't got to worry about him.
You know where he's at. How do you know where he's at?
Come on, Mac. You know who I am.
Ah, damn, Lola. You know, you ever get tired of hanging with the rich guys, you know, there's just strong guys too.
Yeah.
Don't tell Sam I said that. I was just joking, Lola.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I
You make
actually
yourself
kind of.
comfortable. Can I get you something? Some coffee? Something?
No, I'll be all right. You go get some rest. Imagine it's been a night for you too.
It has. Been scared to death.
We're gonna take care of whoever did this.
Good. Good. And she just pats him on the shoulder and heads upstairs.
All right.
Get
And
a
he
couple
sits
hours of shut
down.
eye.
He sits down, watching the front of the house. All right, we're back to Oz coming up the stairs and Cormac in room 21 with the door closed.
How many kids you have?
And, I have 3, but
How old's the oldest?
3.
Oh, man, got busy there, didn't ya?
We only been married 4 years. You know,
Good for you.
for this, I was working in one of those buildings, ironwork. You know,
Sounds like tough business there.
yeah, I took a tumble and hurt my leg, but Mr. O'Sullivan down at the club, we were working on one of his buildings, and he took care of me, helped me get set up, and recommended the police force.
Oh, really? He's been good to you?
Real good, real good.
Still good to you?
Yeah. He's a good man. I don't know why people don't like him. He's seems like a good guy.
See, besides present party, see anything weird while you were out waiting outside?
Nah, just people coming in and going.
No one strange?
Just you and that other fella.
Besides me.
Now, most everybody
Oh.
else lives here. I haven't seen any of this Rafferty guy, though. Oh, here it is, 21.
I just kind of stand there and nod.
I've got to stay outside here.
Okay, cool.
And he knocks on the door. I don't think your Mr. Rafferty's at home. And he knocks on the door again.
What do you want?
Jack. It's Oz Abernathy. Here to ask you some questions.
Kind
Friend of
of.
Cormac. I'm a friend of Cormac's.
I thought you said you were a friend of his.
We're both friends. You saw us get out of the same cab.
Look, I'll let you in a minute. I gotta get dressed up.
Yeah, I told you the man
Mind if
was
I just come-
asleep.
Mind if I just come in? This officer's
No, don't let yourself in. The place is kind of a mess.
Want me to come back tomorrow?
No, it's all right. Just wait a minute. And I guess I'm gonna try my best to clear any of the debris that might be strewn about in front of the chain's holding it and you can't see. And say, I don't want to really see the
The internet just kills us. I love it.
person getting involved in whatever's going on.
All right. The cop is going to go sit down on the foot of the stairs, take out a cigarette, and I was told to stay here till you leave.
It's fine. This nice officer's just going to be waiting down here. Don't mind him.
Yeah, no problem. Nothing against the coppers. I just,
All right. So you get inside. Obviously, the cop doesn't see anything.
Let Ozzy in.
Okay. Cop doesn't see anything. He's smoking a cigarette sitting on the stairs. Seems maybe a little bored with all this, but
What happened here? Did you do this?
What the fuck do you think? Did I come in and turn over my buddy's house? You know, for a dick, you sure are a jerk.
It's not what I thought you were going to say, but low-hanging fruit, I guess. No sign of Jack then.
I assume you're asking Cormac that question, so that's why I didn't
Yes.
answer.
Sorry. It's Cormac. No sign of Jack.
He may not be able to hear you. No, there is no sign of Jack. You don't see Jack.
Okay.
Yeah, no Jack.
I just kind of make my way past Cormac and I start looking around for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. You look around a ways and you run across something. You find a letter in a nice envelope. Smells a little perfumey, in fact.
I don't pick it up, but I will get some forks or something and like a knife as a crude letter opener.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I will.
And inside you see that it's a letter to Jack Rafferty saying that, I'm sorry, Jack, but I don't think we can see each other anymore. He doesn't like that you're seeing me. He's getting very upset, and I'm afraid what he might do. Velvet.
Well, you're sitting here going through his mail. Is there anything there or not?
I'm going to put you on hold for a moment. Lola, you're getting a little bit of rest. Time's gone by. And you hear 2 gunshots from downstairs.
I haven't been asleep that long. I wake right up and run down the stairs.
Okay. You run around the stairs, and the first thing you see is Mac lying on the floor in the doorway, blood pouring out of his chest. You see a shadow standing in the doorway with a gun.
I'm going to run back and get my gun.
That is going to be a challenging thing for you to do.
Yes,
think
it
that's
is.
That's a speed thing. And we'll do this.
That would be Grace.
Mm-hmm. This
And-
falls, I think it's like a car chase. Let's do it like a car chase.
All right.
Graceful Defiance up against a Graceful Endurance.
Okay.
So you're in a defense in this case, so I will let you know it's up against a 2x5.
I have a 2x8.
That's good enough. You make it to the gun.
Okay. And then if it is chasing me, I will turn and fire.
All right. I'm going to stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the room. Abernathy and Cormac. What's going on?
I will pocket the letter. Apparently, someone or Velvet and Jack were an item. And someone was not happy about that.
All right. And I guess they came and turned over the place looking for him because she's, But who turned over the place? It had to
sure
be whoever did this, I'm guessing, right?
Good guess. Jack never mentioned Velvet.
Did he?
Probably not.
Not that I know of. I guess I didn't talk to the guy a whole lot after school,
The letter I found and the note that Nick handed me, any similarities in the handwriting?
You'd be going from memory on this one, but I'm going to say no, they don't look... the others, written like script. This is more print, and not very good print either.
Yeah, I'm going to keep looking around now.
As you're digging around a little bit more, you get behind one of the... You pull out the drawers, and hooked underneath one of them is a ledger book. And there's also a few packets taped to the bottom of the drawer as well. Seems like our buddy Jack might have been doing a little side business.
I will examine through.
Okay. As you flip through the book, you see a lot of names and stuff, not anybody you'd recognize, and until you get down to a recent customer that's been buying a lot. Danny O'Sullivan. And I'm going to stop you guys there. Lola, you fire that gun. Mm-hmm. The one thing he
Grace
doesn't
and
have
Wrath?
in here. I think that sounds good. Let's go with it.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a 3x10.
You shoot and hit, and it hits him pretty good. Person crumples against the door frame for a moment.
Does he
And you
drop his
hear-
gun?
No, he does not. He's holding it in his right hand. You hit him in his left side. And he goes, "Damn, Lola. I'm going to kill your fucking kids."
Oh, no, you're not.
It's Danny, and Danny is going to take his gun and point it at you.
And now I get to dodge.
And Danny's going to get rid of these damn... No, they're not that bad.
I'm imagining that would be a grace and endurance.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's a 2x8.
You dodge out of the way of the bullet, but in doing so, you have to kind of dodge back into a side room. And he starts shuffling his way towards you.
I fire again.
All right. You're firing blind around the corner this time.
Okay.
And he's going to fire...
Should I reduce a die for that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just increases the difficulty.
Yep. Gives him a better dodge chance, really.
It's a 3x6.
He can whittle away. Your shot goes wild
Damn it.
and misses on that.
Damn it.
He fires another shot, and I'm just going to say easily it goes in the door frame to kind of push you back into it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around the corner and starts making his way up the stairs. I'm going to put you on hold for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Abernathy and Cormac, what's going on?
Um, you know, any idea where Lola lives, where her mother lives?
I don't think so.
I
Not that I'm aware of.
No, I got no idea. Maybe there's something in her apartment. But with that copper waiting out front, I mean, look,
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna lead him downstairs. Look quick and get out quick.
got it.
Can you do that?
What, you think I'm gonna hang around all day? No.
I will make my way outside. Appreciate it. Got my questions answered.
Cop's standing up pace and he goes, can I take a piss? I mean, I've been standing outside for hours. Can I just use the restroom? You think your buddy would mind?
He would very much mind. Sorry.
All right.
You're a cop. I won't tell if you do it on the wall.
All right. So he escorts you back downstairs and outside. That's going to take a few minutes. Cormac?
As soon as I'm reasonably sure that they would have made their way down the stairs, I'll pop out and try to pop the lock on Lola's apartment.
Okay. I'm going to assume they're downstairs and you're going to be able to get the lock open. You've got some experience in this, so we're just going to make it easy and you can get into the room.
All right. Now that I'm in there, I guess I'm going to be looking for a letter, a piece of mail from her mother, maybe a notebook that she got some addresses in.
Okay. It's a main room and then a small room for the children and a kitchen, so it's not a big place. And of course, as you walk in, you see nobody's cleaned up anything. So you can see the bed, a pool of blood. The only thing gone's the body.
I'm going to do my best to avoid the blood and try to touch as little as I possibly can while I'm looking for this. I guess I might look in the kitchen. If she's got a phone, I might check near that. No reason to go into the kid's room.
I'm going to, like I said, I'm not going to roll for investigations tonight because you guys would be able to do this and I want you to get the clues.
Lola would have an address book near the phone.
Yep. You find an address book and inside you see a name and
Agnes Moore.
Thank you. Agnes Moore. And it even says mom next to it. You know, it's got a little happy face and heart.
Yeah, if there's a pen there, I'm going to scrawl that down on my hand.
All right. Very good.
And then I'm going to get out the door, close it behind me, and go out through the fire escape again.
Okay. No problem. You make it down.
And then I guess I'll work my way back around the block, around to the front.
All right. And I'll let you and Oz sync up. You can.
I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to keep him away from the corner. He went like his back to the corner he went around.
Well, the first thing he does is he goes around the corner to that alley because that's the only dark place where he can relieve himself. So
I won't tell anyone that you're here peeing, Mr. Police Officer.
What? And he looks around the corner. You are a dick. I see why O'Reilly doesn't like you. Damn it.
I thought we were having a very nice time.
Comes around the corner and he's like,
I'm just
takes his hands and wipes his hands on your shirt. Goes back over there. Yeah, have a great evening.
Sure. And I'll start walking the other direction that he's looking, and I just couldn't.
Okay. All right. You two sync up because we're getting to the end here. I think it'll be pretty straightforward. The thing is, It's a few blocks. Well, I don't know, what, about a mile? Would you say about a mile away, Lola? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about
no,
a mile.
I want to get like a block or two away before I try and get another cab.
Okay. Pretty late at night. Well, pretty early in the morning. So 2:30, 3 o'clock. Afraid you're not going to find a cab at this point.
Start running.
Right? I'll get back to you in a moment. You know what? I'll go ahead and do it now. You're running down the street, and a car goes by, and it backs up, and Vinny's driving. He's like, "What the hell are you doing, Abernathy?"
She's in danger. We need to get to her mother's place now.
Who?
Who the fuck do you think, Lola?
Get in, come on. And he spins the car around. He goes, "Mac's at the house. I don't see what the problem would be. What? Mac's not going to hurt Lola."
Nobody's dumb enough to let anyone in.
Hey, Mac's not dumb. And he's just driving.
Intellectually
he's
challenged.
looking in the back at you while he's driving.
Look at the road.
I'm going to cut back to Lola's. Lola, he's on the stairs, and while he's not moving super quick, he is getting up the stairs, and it is noisy as heck. And you hear from the top of the stairs your son go, "Mom?"
Get your sister, get your grandma, and get the hell out. Go to the bathroom, lock the door, go out the window.
And you hear Danny as he's struggling his way up the stairs. "I'm going to kill him, Lola."
Oh, no, you're not, Danny. You're down to 2 bullets and a fire.
All right, roll for it. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. Lola may wrap this up before you guys get there.
That is 2 by 7.
2 by 9. Your shot
Damn it.
misses. Your shot
Damn it.
misses. Your shot misses, and he is going to take a pot shot back at you.
Of course he is.
So go ahead and.
I have a 1 by 10.
I have a 2 by 10.
Damn it.
So
I
Lola,
got hit. Oh.
you're going to take a hit. Lola, I'll let you say where it is. Where'd you get hit?
That's going to be the left shoulder.
All right.
Because
Get you in the
he's
left
a
shoulder.
little sideways with his
Yep.
lean. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
he hit me in my non-dominant shoulder.
All right.
You son of a bitch.
I'm playing with the time a little here because it's more fun this way. The car pulls up out front. You hear a car pull up out front. You hear the tires squeal.
Oh, it looks like the cavalry's here.
I bolt out, gun drawn.
Okay. Front door is open. As you get to the front door, you see Mac's body lying in the doorway.
I just hop over it.
At the base of the stairs, you see Lola with a gun in her
Break.
hand and a bullet wound.
Where is he?
Upstairs. He's heading upstairs.
I kind of back against the wall. Move.
I've already shot
All
him
right.
once.
I'm back against the wall. Danny, no one needs to die here.
No response. And then you hear the sound of someone kicking on a door, and you hear children scream.
He's
I-
trying to get my kids. They're upstairs in the bathroom.
I make my way, turn around, and do I see him?
He's up the stairs. You'd have to go up the stairs.
I keep going.
All right. You make your way to the top of the stairs, and you see him kicking the door.
You can stop this now.
He stops and turns, and he's shaking. He's pointing the gun at you, and "I'll kill you all."
He's only got 1 bullet left.
So it's you and him. What do you want to do?
Put it down.
It was an accident. I was in love with her. I didn't
It's all
mean to
right.
hurt her.
Put the gun down.
And he's shaking. Didn't mean to hurt her.
It's all right. Put the gun down.
Let's have a persuasive purity or a corruption, depending on whether you want this to be more threatening or more.
No, he's trying to peacefully resolve this.
This may get dark, people, but you know. Mature content.
You said
warning.
purity?
Mature
Like we didn't need
content.
that for the shooting. Yeah.
A 10.
A single 10. 2 by 9. He's going to point the gun at you. Fire off a shot.
Do I need to do something?
Yeah, you need to roll defensively against it. What were we doing that for that? Graceful Defiance?
Yeah.
Graceful Defiance. We're treating it like a car chase. Except it's a bullet chase.
It's a defiance is avoid or escape.
Yeah.
So.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a big list cross-referencing every possible thing.
I love these stats in this game.
Anyway,
It's kinda cool.
Bigger. Anyway, I could use rather than dodge. Could I charge? Expect to take the bullet, but still try and tackle him.
Absolutely, dude. Do what you want to do. Absolutely.
Could I do vigor and defiance?
Okay.
Three by 8.
That beats my 2 by 8. But I'm gonna say you take the bullet. You take the bullet, but you slam him into the doorway.
Lola has run up the stairs.
Okay. So Lola, you see Danny on the floor. The door to the bathroom where the kids is broken. One more kick, he would have been through it. And you see Abernathy's got him pinned to the ground.
I knew she had a gun.
Mhm.
My back, I am on him, so I am a shield.
Okay.
And I say, get your kids out of here.
That son of a bitch was going to kill my children.
He'll be dealt with.
So
he's
help
not-
me, if he ever walks the streets again, I will kill him. He will be my first murder.
If he's not taken in alive, there's nothing to say you didn't do it.
I understand. I tell the kids, open the door, it's mama.
And they do. They have a little trouble getting the door open because it's been
Mm-hmm.
cranked a little bit.
I shove against it.
All right.
To
The
help.
hallway's kind of narrow with Abernathy and Danny both there, but you're
And
able
I
to
just
squeak them
basically
by.
kind of shield them from that and say, y'all go on down.
Cormac, what are you up to?
In all honesty, I'm probably kicking old 10 bricks, making sure he's dead.
All right. Vinny
tell the
sees
kid-
this and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Sorry, I didn't know you know him. I was just checking to make sure.
And you hear sirens coming in the distance. Apparently somebody called the cops from the gunfire.
And Lola follows her kids and she gets in front of them before they round the corner on the steps to make sure that she can shield them from what's down at the base of the steps.
Okay. Cormac, you see
I holster-
Lola bringing the kids down. Go ahead.
I say I holster my gun just so I can have a better opportunity to restrain.
Okay. Your mom comes out the door at this point too, so she is awake, and so she'll go down with you as well. I didn't want anybody being left behind there. So nobody else is dead. Just being clear.
If I see the kids starting to come down the stairs, I'm going to try to get in front of the body. You know, they don't got to see
Okay.
that.
Mom, who's the dead man? Who's the big guy?
He was here trying to protect us, sweetie.
All right. So you're able to get him outside as the cop cars come screeching in at the stop, and detective steps out of the vehicle and points to Vinny. Take him already. He's like, what'd I do? I'm just here, you know.
He didn't do nothing.
I'll be the judge of that.
Danny's upstairs. He's your suspect.
Oh, really? Oh,
He's killed Mac. He killed his sister on accident, I believe.
all right. Boys,
And he
And he-
threatened to kill my children.
get him in the car. So they come over and escort you to one of the cars to get you out of the middle of it and everything. A couple of uniforms come upstairs, Oz, and they see you with the body and their guns drawn.
I'm unarmed. He's out of bullets.
You're not unarmed. You've got a gun.
Well,
You shot
my
it.
Guns, my guns holstered, and he's out of bullets.
All right. So they're going to grab him, cuff him. They're going to cuff you too because they don't know who the hell you are at this point.
I just stand there. I offer my hands like, okay, no, you're gonna do it.
McFarlane, they're going to cuff you too, and they're going to. What the hell are these people doing here? This is like a soup of bad apples. I didn't say
Looking
O'Reilly was
after
good
Lola.
at his metaphors, but
And is O'Reilly there?
oh yeah, that's who said the super
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
apples.
O'Reilly, check my coat pocket, and then behind my pants, like in the top of my pants here, you'll find a ledger and a letter, not respectively, the other way around. But
He's going to
you'll
get
find a
somebody else to do it. Should have known you were in this, Abernathy. I ain't digging in your pants. The other guy will pull
Missing
the stuff
out.
out. He'll look at there and he goes, what did I tell you about not getting involved in my case, Abernathy?
I thought you said please do. I'm sorry. I misheard. I knew
with
you were the
that-
very generous and sharing kind, and that you needed help, and I was there to graciously offer you help. I was being
Alright.
kind.
With our crime
That letter
solved?
there.
I'm not going to get to say a word. I'm going to shut up. Go for it.
Go ahead. No, I was saying
I was gonna say,
the letters from Velvet to that Jack Rafferty. Apparently, they were a thing, and she felt threatened. Jack was hustling O'Sullivan on the side, selling product. Most recent client was Danny O'Sullivan. That
And
stuff
while
there
they're-
will prove it.
I got to ask, what did you do with the money? Did you leave it at the office or is it still in your coat?
The money, I know I would have left that at the office. If
Okay.
I'd stopped
Just-
at the office, if I
Just making sure. Just making
no,
sure.
that I would have saved $500. I would have saved that. I wasn't going to
Okay,
be carrying
just-
that around.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So they take your gun and Abernathy takes it and puts it in his coat and goes, yeah, I'm sure you'll get this back if you keep your license. All right. Take them all downtown. And with this, the bad guy caught and the crime wrapped up, I'm going to call it the end of this film noir. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun.
Thank you, Tam.
I
I
loved it. You
absolutely
guys are-
loved this game.
You guys make good bad people.
Yes, we do.
That was very good. I don't know what you were saying.
Lola was good.
There was a tiny part of me that thought
she's-
Lola did it, that you had colluded with Pam and that she did it.
She can't
That
help
would've
it
been-
if she's drawn that way.
Oh,
That would-
God. Jessica
that would've been
Rabbit
great.
References.
I mean, that would have been great though. If that, I mean, how it happened was great.
Yeah.
I think if you had colluded and like that would have been a big surprise if it
Yeah.
was. If you two had colluded behind mine and
I
Chop's-
literally thought about it. I really
I'm
did.
sure he did. He would send me a private message. Okay, so you're working with
You
the bad
did it.
guy.
So you did it.
Can't put nothing past Dame like that.
No.
I tried to point a little bit of concern her way, but I just
She's very good at playing innocent.
All right. With that, I would like to thank everybody who joined us this evening. I hope you enjoyed our game, and thank you to Greg for writing this system.
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
it's new, it's different, but it's interesting, and it can be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So
Fun.
that's good.
A lot of flexibility with storytelling.
Yes.
If anybody's interested in it, I will gladly post a link to the game system on DriveThruRPG. If you want to take a look at it, it's pretty cool, and it's not super expensive. It's a great system. A lot of good books in his series as well. So good
And you
stuff.
can
If you like
even get a
this-
paperback copy of the rule system for like $17. I recently looked it up because I'm like, if I play this game and love it, I'll probably buy the paperback.
And there are a couple of starter sessions for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you like this, want to see more of this, let Tam know. Flood him with messages saying, "Oh, I love the film noir stuff. I want to see more Detective Abernathy and McFarland." Lola
Lola.
causing trouble. Lola causing trouble
Lola
for both
causing
of us.
trouble. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
But yes,
goodness
thank
gracious.
you everyone for
Yeah,
joining
it was a
us.
blast.
We really appreciate all the support that you guys give us. If you would like to see our back content, we do have 90 days stored here on Twitch, free to everybody to view the VODs. But if you want to see things, on YouTube, you can check out our YouTube links. They are in chat. We are wanting to host a giveaway. Hopefully we can get this done before Christmas because I would love to give some free money out before Christmas. We are trying to get 100 free subscribes on YouTube for our channels. McStabber Studios channel already has that covered. Thank you all so much for your support. Haunted Chronicles has that now covered. Thank you all for your support. But now we're looking at Ishville, and I think they need about 14 or 15
15
more.
away.
Yeah,
15,
15
okay.
away. So go click on the Ishville link. You see it's that long, garbled link that we don't want them summoning Cthulhu anymore. Go click it, hit the subscribe button. It's free. And if you don't hit the little bell, you won't even get notifications that they're live. So it doesn't even spam your inbox or anything. So go ahead and click on the subscribe and get them up to 100 so they can get that nice short link. And then we'll give away 2 $50 gift cards to DriveThruRPG. If you enjoyed the game, you can chat with us after it in our Discord channel. So the link's over in the chat. Shanky as McStabber Studios is going to trigger that. Come join us in Discord so we can chat about this game. We do have a chat room just for this game that you can come talk to us about it. And then hang out with us there. We're a crazy bunch, but we're a lot of fun. Hope to see you. Also, coming up on stream, we have next week, actually tomorrow. Let me not get ahead of myself. Tomorrow is a double feature. We have Ishville at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern, so you get a couple hours break because they usually wrap about 6 on that D&D stream. We're going to be finishing up our Werewolf Chronicle run by Ravenna, and it is basically an insane middle of nowhere Texas trailer park werewolf game that we left off, and we're finishing up because we have a curse of 1-shots turning into 2-shots here, and that's what happened. So we'll be playing that one tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. On Sunday, we have Vampire the Masquerade, Windy City After Dark. It is going to be episode 4, I believe, on Sunday at 5 p.m. You can also check out the video on demands or the YouTube channel, McStabber Studios channel, for the back episodes of that to get caught up if you aren't. And tune in for episode 4. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. The coterie is in deep shit, and it's a mess. So come tune in for that at 5 o'clock Eastern. And then on Tuesday, we have Darker Waters, which is a 7th Sea swashbuckling campaign that we run monthly. That Tam over here, let me mirror myself. That he runs, and that Chops is in it, and we got quite a few wonderful people playing it, and it's a fun game, so tune in for that on 8 o'clock Tuesday. And basically that's it for now. So
All right. thank you everybody again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you hanging out with us. Consider that like and subscribe if you really like it. And
Yes.
we will see you at the next stream.
Chop says something.
Oh, Chops has something to say.
Chops, go for it. What do you got there, me buddy McFarland?
That's right.
Yar.
Well, everybody, I want to tell you, make sure to check on your friends and family, all right? Times are hard out there. You never know if somebody's waiting to catch your dame on the corner, and you never know if they're drinking themselves into a corner. So please reach out and talk to your friends and family. Really do. Because you never know what they're going through. You never know what kind of position they're in. Don't end up like any of the people in this show.
True
Very good.
facts.
Very good. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank you, everybody.